Hi everyone. Today is a recap of yesterday's live stream, and I want to say thank you to everyone that was part of the stream, and the comments and the questions, brilliant questions that were asked. I want to recap and just say that if you don't see any comments in the live chat, it's because of the problems that I had with the previous video live streams that I tried to start, and somewhere there was a bit of an issue, technological issue. So thank you again for everyone participating in the live stream chats as well. I promise you next time we will have things a little bit more jacked. I'll test this like maybe 100 times before we start again. Brilliant questions. Thank you nonetheless. There is a subject that was raised in the conversation in the chat, in the question or the comment section, and today I'd like to just touch a little bit on that and say thank you for that very good question that comment that you've raised with regards to the laws and the child that becomes injured. Your comment was as such. I don't want to highlight your name because of your protection of your identity, so I just want to leave it there. For those who need to see that comment, I will say that it's about what happens when the laws of the universal law. You asked if the universal laws were perhaps also constructed as negative because, for example, what happens to a child who is innocent if something, and abused in such a way. So what I want to say is, and I left you a comment there, but I'm actually going to just talk about it overall and just say that what you need to understand is the entire planet in its existence is wounded. This is what this channel's been all about. The laws that were stated were created within the first and second creations of this earth. That is why, if you look at the context of it, if you become more objective and you look overall with the entire awareness in your mind, you'll understand that society today is a wounded human race, generally speaking, irrespective whether the child had survived the actual trauma that took place when they couldn't fend for themselves. I still say that the parents that are in control of or are responsible for a child needs to take that also in consideration as a group soul lesson. That is how we are able to change the society now going forward. Right now, all of the chaos that we are existing or perceiving around us is really the most freest that we are able to bring in energy to create something going forward. What I want to say is that we must be mindful that if you look further in the previous live stream that I discussed, that we have options of building a new reality within ourselves because of what's happened in the past, because of the conditioned state of the human race. And in that way, now is the chance to bring everything forward, to put it into the way that we would want it to be. That's why I said, make a group of people together, put a group of friends together and start something. Bring in a new way of lifestyle. A lifestyle where the family takes care of the children, where parents take care of children, actually, and not to allow children to go to school to be exposed to comprehensive sexuality courses and such. That is a big issue, because if we want to have our human race progress forward with an awakened state of consciousness, we need to be mindful that we take every single aspect and how we refer to our children to heart, because we are the guardians of our children. We cannot let our children be exposed to other elements. Even so, if your child goes to a party and you don't really know what's going on there, and this has happened at the child, the responsibility also lies with the parents of that child, that friend, where your child went to. So essentially, there is a call for responsibility from people that are older so that that does not happen. Now, I want to say I've seen it where there is a stronger force of parent support, where they really look at the entire picture. They are there to help other children, other family groups, everybody come together. And it's the same that it's happening here as well. I also want to say that something very interesting, if you ever get the chance, and I will find that video and link it at the bottom, or I will bring it in, is that studies were done here in South Africa to investigate let me put it this way. Desmond Bernardo and Lauren Avanthia, these people are my friends. They have been doing a lot of work on the ground level, seeing people. Lauren Avanthia is the founder of the Organic Humanity Movement. I'm hammering on the Organic Humanity Movement because this is the foundation for a new reality, okay? I'm not punting it as something that we must think of doing. I'm saying this is what we're supposed to be working on within ourselves. And when the comprehensive sexuality, sex education stuff came out, which was put in place by the United Nations, if you really do your homework, you'll see that that is where it came from, that shockingly, religious foundations in this country were all okay with it. They didn't go into the depth of understanding. Some schools even let that happen, that they wanted to say, child should have that comprehensive sex education. That's not right. That is how you internally, mentally fracture your child to begin with. And I'm hammering the parents of that child to allow that to even be something to consider. Therefore, coming back to the entirety of this world that we are existing in right now, while everything is in the air, it feels chaotic, it feels stressful, it feels whatever the case, you need to look at what it presents to you, that it's a lot of energy, it's a lot of raw energy that can be used to shape a new reality that we're going towards. I'm saying, it came in the discussion yesterday that a new reality is what we are existing in already right now, because of what it looks like, because we've never seen it before. So we might as well, look at it in terms of that. But today I think to myself, it's a good thing if we could actually use all of that and let the second creation become the foundation for the third one that we can be building on. I'm going to leave that with you. These are just my thoughts and just a recap on the discussions that we had. Please listen to the entirety of the discussion, not just parts of the discussions that made you feel perhaps upset or made you think. Listen to the entire discussion. And thank you for that very important comment that you made. It is something that we have to keep in mind at all times. Have a beautiful day. Have a good evening. Much love. Bye.